Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. My name is Sue Ellis-Saller, and I'm here with Alexandra Karakopoulou.
Yes, perfect.
Yay! I got it, and I can spell it without looking at it twice again.
You're perfect. You're doing the OU is like a new U. So just spell it. Forget about the O. Forget it.
Okay. Karakopoulou.
Karakopoulou. Yes.
Okay, good. Awesome. And we are going to do a little bit of a different setup than we did last week. So I think last week we were talking just about what to expect and the astrological influences that are going to be a part of 2021, which, as we know, is turning out to be a very interesting and exciting lead into this new age. But, we have to think too that change sometimes has to shake things up in order to shed the old stuff away and to make room for new. But today we're going to talk a little bit about January for all of the different astrological signs, the zodiac signs. So I will give it all away to you.
Woohoo! So I'm very excited. We talked about the main influences for 2021 last time. Everybody knows and feels that great changes are coming. I mean, you saw what happened in the US. I'm so sad about this story. I'm really sad about it because this shouldn't happen. But we know this is a tendency that we're going to see, unfortunately, throughout the whole, throughout 2021, 22, 23, 24, 25. And let's say we'll exhale from all these things in 2026. I feel so bad talking about this. I don't want to be the one. I'm one of a lot of astrologers. I mean, all the astrologers are talking about it at the moment. And it's like, it takes your heart out if we talk about those really difficult times because nobody wants to hear, but you can feel it. As for January, in general, I would say that it's a month that's not so easygoing. It's a very sentimental month. It has to do a lot with feelings, like in general, the way you feel, the way you experience all the things that are happening around you. That means everything that adds to your daily side, like feeling side, how you feel. You feel like stressed, you feel moved, you feel everything you feel. It's like in a way of 100% or exaggerating feelings. You feel it a lot. This is something that it's not easy to handle. That's why we say January is sentimental and a hard month in that sense. Well, we have a new moon on the 13th. Traditionally in astrology, when we talk about new moons, we talk about beginnings. But this new moon on the 13th, it's not good for beginnings. This is something untraditional. That's why I'm talking about a hard month.
Okay.
So we have to be a little bit careful about it. It's happening in Capricorn. Capricorn is a traditional sign of Earth. It's an earthy sign. It has to do a lot with working, with just manifesting whatever efforts you made in order to achieve your goals. It's going to be hard. You're going to have to face all the things that you want to do. You have to face them. The troubles, the relationships, the responsibilities. Everything is coming up like this. Pandora's box, which is open, and everything is coming up. You know Pandora's box. It's good and bad together in one, mixed. It's not easy. It's not easy to handle. And we have a full moon on the 28th. It happens in Leo, in the sign of our wonderful, really glamorous Leo sign, fire sign. And it lights up everything that we left behind. Usually, traditionally, the full moons are lighting up everything that we didn't handle. It begins with an eclipse, it goes on with the new moon, and it finishes. It's the point, the highest point, like the highlight. It's the peak. It happens on the full moon. I'm just talking about these general things in order for people to understand, also people who don't know actually what we're talking about, because it's really important when we talk about an astrological month. The 21st of January, it's going to be a really strange date.
Okay.
Everything that happens before, like the 20th, 19th, 21, 22, 23, I would not say I'm afraid of it, but I would say, please be careful, because it's a date that a lot of aspects, hard and dynamic and big aspects, are happening at once.
Mm-hmm.
Squares, we have conjunctions, and we have moon conjunction with Uranus, moon conjunction with Taurus, moon square with Jupiter, moon trine with Venus. It's crazy. Everything happens in these days like this.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to be, let's say, so skeptical. I'm just going to be waiting. I'm going to wait for these aspects to arrive and be careful. It's good that we have a lockdown. Just, guys, be careful of these dates. It's like exploding, something explosive, and in a international way.
Okay.
And you know, I think the inauguration is
the inauguration is on the 20th, and that really kind of So seeing all of the things that have been happening, you know, up until this point, it kind of adds a little bit of suspense. But as you're talking about this, I was pulling out the Tower card. You know, and I did it purposefully because I feel like this is the energy. And the Tower card, as you know, is kind of like one of those things where you know that the change needs to happen, but you've been avoiding taking responsibility, which you said the key word for next year, I believe, is responsibility.
Yes.
And so taking that responsibility sometimes shifts everything. And so even though things start to fall apart and everything, I think that taking responsibility actually encourages you to push things away that aren't really fitting into the idea of everything. But I'm sorry,
no. When you picked up the card, like, oh my gosh. Is it the card for all January now that you picked up? No, it's like when we're talking about the 21st of January.
Yeah.
All of the astrologers, including me, are a bit not scared, but it's not going to be a date or the round dates that we won't remember. I'm so sorry to say that, but we're gonna hear some news, and it's not going to be bad news in a bad way, but it's going to be like explosive news. Let's hope for the best for US, because I know that US has a very difficult period now. Very difficult, and it's going to be difficult. And for Biden, I'm so sorry. I mean, he took his presidency in a very, very ugly chronicle period. Ugly, really ugly for everybody. But I will hope for the best. Something that's good, let's talk about something positive now. Yay! It's like that after many months and a long time, something good happened. Mars, you know, the planet of confronting and this dynamic, and the one that gives you this energy, this boosts you with energy, left yesterday the sign of Aries, which is very good.
Yeah.
This is really good. This is a good sign. And it went to the sign of Taurus. Taurus is stable. It's a good sign. That means that's why, do you remember I was talking about stability? Whoever contains this stability in life and throughout all these difficult years will achieve the goals and will get the best he can in these difficult situations. So this is very important to remember.
Right.
Totally. It's really, you see, everything mixes up and all the pieces make a big round like image of the puzzle, because it is a puzzle. I mean, life is a puzzle. Come on, let's face it. And these are like this stays, this aspect, this good aspect stays until the until the 3rd of March. So it's a long period.
Good.
Which is good at one hand, as I told you, for those people who are stable and stay focused. Stay focused. Remember, stay focused to your goals. Don't forget to meditate to your goals. You know that, but people have to remind it. You have to remind it yourself. Yes, this is so important. But Taurus is a sign also that has to do with relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to re-examine our relationship statuses, and either to stabilize them or to just break them for once and for all.
Okay.
Because we're talking about extremes in those years, during all these years. So we'll have to take the responsibility, remember, and face all these things, but also either to gain the stability or to lose it. Nothing in between, no gray zones, no twilight zones. It's not happening. So folks, forget about it. Forget it. That's why I think the tower came also up.
Mm-hmm.
Confronting and forgetting and smashing and away. Yep. Everything goes away. So we're going to start with Aries in that manner. And I will say a happy new year for this really impulsive zodiac sign, because Aries is impulsive, let's face it. And since Mars went away, your financial issues are slowly unblocking, as well as your mood, because you were in a very peculiar mood all these last months, I guess. Patience is certainly a virtue, and you should never forget that. Not forget to check even the smallest letters in agreements or collaborations, since frauds are very possible. So Aries, please be careful what you're signing, what put your signature on. It's very important. Pay attention to the unnecessary expenses, since the consumer devil, the little devil inside of you, it's going to shout at you, please buy that skirt, please buy those shoes, and I want this, I want that. No. Close your ears. It never happened. Just put the money on the side, my little impulsive Aries, and it's going to get better. The lucky Jupiter in the area Aquarius puts you in the spotlight, this is good, and gives you full impulsive instincts. So that means that your instincts that you were, your usual instincts, that were a little bit faded out, now in that month you feel this energy. But be careful of that energy, because it's going to be boosted out. You have to keep working slowly and steadily in one direction, focus, and you will be rewarded. The new moon on January 13th brings changes, and the full moon takes place in the glowing Leo, as we talked about before, and intensifies your love life. That means maybe it will bring you people in your life whom you can see with another eye. That means maybe a friend that you never thought that it could be something romantic involving or developing. It can happen.
Interesting.
So that's for Aries. So Aries, don't be impulsive. Stay calm with money. It's not a good month for investments. I mean, investments are not the good thing for all of January. I would say keep it safe. And don't take your impulsivity, take your brains out. I mean, you're going to feel it a lot. So just stay cool, stay calm. Stay calm. So, and we'll go on with Taurus. Taurus, the stable sign. So, this new year enters with revolutionary Uranus, who brings you ups and downs. You feel it. Like you feel it inside, you feel it outside, what's happening. And you have to accept that Uranus is on your sign and is testing you for the next 6 years, since 1 year is away, so we have 6 years to go. You will feel your blood boiling. You want to blow it all up, and you have to be patient. Until January the 14th, it is good to listen, and so just stay calm and don't take your head every time people are talking about you or making, I don't know, funny expressions to your face. The dynamic Mars in your zodiac sign and you are called to pay special attention. So you have to be careful of accidents, little accidents that may happen, and your emotional ups and downs. So be careful of these things that are happening. Do not rush to sort things out now. Let the month pass by and you'll have time to do this. The good sensual Aphrodite, that means Venus, will offer you a helping hand. This is good, and will remind you of the dreams and goals and hopes you had. And you still have those hopes, and please keep them for you, but not for this month. The new moon brings you good news that you surely need. You really need good news. And the full moon requires your special attention. So don't make a lot of fuss and don't organize a lot of things around this. But I'm sorry, Susan, you wanted to pick up a card also for every sign. So I guess we have to pick up a sign for Aries first.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yes.
That's fine. So for Aries, we get the 7 of Wands. And this means that, you know, hard work and effort, sometimes you have to really put the effort into things. This might mean that battles are going to come up in your life and I think you were talking about this too. So battling these urges to be impulsive.
Yes.
Yeah. So think about the future, and I also am getting the feeling like watch what you have to say to other people, because sometimes those things that you say in the heat of the moment, make sure that they are working towards the outcome that you want to have in your life. And sometimes you have to let the fire fly. You know, you have to say the things that have been on your mind that you've been pushing down for a long time. So choose your battles wisely, Aries, and see what comes up. Oh, what a good card for a Taurus. You know, this is a card of Venus, definitely. So taking care of yourself, taking care of the things around you. This can also show that something that you've been working on in the background for a really long time is finally going to arrive in the world. So this is definitely a mothering, nurturing card, something of sensual, tactile, Venus energy, totally and completely, but also of an accomplishment. Sorry.
No. I'm totally into this, and I'm really excited. And you see how these cards, I mean, astrology and tarot really match together. They go along. Come on, let's face it. It already matches. Like, it makes sense.
Oh yeah.
So, if I had to say about Taurus again, it is a better month for Taurus, but you still have to be careful of your emotional ups and downs. The emotional ups and downs are coming and going, but Venus will help you for sure. I mean, Venus is really a helping hand for you, and this is really good. And also the fact that Mars entered Taurus. I mean, this Mars and Aphrodite and Venus are there to help you. So, I mean, this is very important for Taurus. So, and we go on with Gemini. Yes, this is great. Because they have to watch, they have to read it also. You see what's happening live. If you're live, things like this are happening. So, what about the Gemini? I have a lot of Gemini friends, that are always asking me, what is happening with us? What's wrong with the faces? Because, you know, it is a traditional two-face
yes.
sign. So what's happening with Gemini? Several contradictions. I mean, a lot of contradictions for you, my communicative Gemini, because you are a communication sign. Give space and time, and do not rush to draw your conclusions, your own conclusions. You are fast. We know that. You are fast. Fast thinking. Bam, 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 bam. Like Aquarius. But your mental health in this month is really a priority. Your planet, the communicative Mercury, will emphasize your Clary, the Gemini, my friend. Yes, I am careful. So Mercury, your planet, your special planet, will emphasize your self-confidence, and maybe you will close all these open things that you had, like your debts, whatever you had. You need the company of people who understand and support you. It's really important. Don't forget about these people. The planetary alliances that are created, however, can get you out of any impasses. This is good. So you have a helping hand from these planetary things, aspects that are happening. So keep your cool, because you will need it. The new moon in Capricorn, in this workaholic sign, has a strong background. That means everything is happening behind closed doors. So just be careful with whom you're talking and what are you saying, to whom are you saying it. Don't forget about the people. Just choose the people who are good for you, and the people who are toxic or are like gossiping a lot, leave them at the side. The full moon brings you maybe something romantic, but not only in your sex life, but it can be, let's say, a poem that you wrote, something that you were passionate, your other half, what you define. This offers you the warmest and most fabulous hug to perch on. That means even if you don't have it, just dream it and you will get it. So see all the positive things that are happening and put away the stress, because you are stressed and you are in that mindful period. So now I'm excited about the tarot card. Let's see what's happening.
Moderation, huh? So really bringing a lot more stability. You might feel like, I know you said paying off debts might be something. So juggling all of these things might be adding to that feeling of disruption and disharmony. So perhaps you have to take a look and see how many balls you have in the air, and do you need to have all of those balls in the air at one point in time, or can you set anything down? Do you need to actually throw them? Can you carry them? So bringing stability into your life is going to be a priority for Geminis, according to what we see from the tarot.
And that matches again. The crazy guy. Clary says this is a crazy guy who's juggling. It's like the juggler. Yeah, because you see, Gemini have, as I told you, two faces. They have both sides of the coin. Mm-hmm. And it's really important for them not to forget to keep the coolness, because they are a cool sign, a very communicative sign, and they like to exchange information with all the things that are happening, like, okay, reading the news, be informated, like they have to know what's happening in the world and also in their own world. But this time they have to be a bit careful, a little bit careful, and juggle. Yeah, juggling is the point. So we'll go on with Cancer. A very, very like sensitive Cancer, I know. It has contrasts. It has a lot of things that are not like easy, and you feel also the stress, I know, but it's gonna get better. Cancer has a lot of things opened from past lives and from these lives, and they are like a sign who's usually grinding and like talking about things that they don't like, and they are like in their own environment, in their house, with their families, everything that has to do with family things, everything that has to do with their homes. they have to face Cancer. Really, you have to face a new era of things. Get over things that are happening since like many years now. Get over it. I mean, you don't have to be. You stay a lot of years in the same things, and you like going over and over the same tape. You pushing the play and the button, and it comes all over again. This is not a place and a time to do this. January is maybe hard, but January is also a month who boosts you with its energy that you need. So in order for you to get rid of old situations and old relationships, and maybe a blast from the past is coming also. And you know, Cancer has this thing. Cancer, please don't grind. Don't be like the Smurf that's always, I hate this and I hate that. You're just in time. Yeah, Cancer is your sun sign. Yeah, you have to let it go. If I could like speak it out, or like Elsa, you know, in this beautiful comic, in this beautiful animated movie that I really love, let it go. But let it go like it's over. Your house, your home, everything you thought you were controlling. You want to have control. I know that you want to keep control, and you're so sensitive that you're not talking about it. Let it go. The new moon, it's not a good moon for you for new beginnings. So whatever you do it before, like before the new moon. Okay, before the new moon is happening on the 13th. So don't do a lot of changes or don't do new beginnings. Don't sign any contracts. Leave it like this. And about the full moon lights up everything that has to do with your family issues, because you have a lot of family issues. You have to or family issues for me, when I talk about them, it's not only the family that you have, your relatives, but also the family that you think as a family, friends that are like family, people that are like family. So please, yes, let it go. It's very important for Cancer. Tarotka?
Yeah, I mean, when you let something go, you create space for something new. And that is what's coming up, especially in the home environment where the pentacles are definitely at home. Pentacles are about like your home, your house, your money, your finances, tactile objects. So if you're continuing to hold on to something, it's just like when your hands are full, you can't reach out and pick up something new. So if you let it go, like Alexandra said, then you make space, you create new space. And luckily enough, this is a really good card for good luck and, fortune coming into your life. So yeah, letting go is going to be a very good thing for Cancers.
Yes, and I know now that my auntie, my lovely auntie Stella is watching from Scotland. Hello there. I'm sending you all my love and positive energy. I mean, not only to my auntie, but to all of you, because we believe in positive energy, and keep the love and the message alive, because it's going to be more important in the next years that are coming. So please be safe, all of you. Yay, yay. Yes, we have to have fun, keep the faith and have fun and love each other in every way. Yep. So now which sign comes up? This glowing, hello. So, beautiful, glowing, glamorous lion. My God, this sign makes me crazy. My best friend is a lion, and I have a lot of people that are Leo. Yeah, the lion. I talk about them as a lion because they are really so impressive people, and you see them like they are really impressive. They make an impression. They have this. I would not say egocentric. I would say they believe in themselves much more than the others. Mostly.
Charisma.
Yes, they usually have charisma. You see them. I mean, Mick Jagger is a double Leo.
Oh.
Can you imagine this? Double Leo. Whoa, this boost of energy, and I mean, he's a really, let's be honest, he's a really ugly man. I'm so sorry, Mick Jagger, but you're ugly. You're an ugly man, but you don't see it. You see all this charisma, as you said. You don't see it. This is Leo Leo. So many contrasts, I know. With the planet of lessons, life lessons, Saturn, in the air sign of Aquarius, some delays are happening, and that irritates you a lot. I know how much it irritates you. Of course, the changes in your business life are spectacular. What's happening at this moment in the life of Leo, it's amazing. Something that you took for granted may end and something else may start suddenly. So everything is possible with Uranus lurking and smiling wickedly at you. He's saying, hello there. Are you sure you're going to be there for the next month? I don't think so. So it's really exciting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The dynamic Mars adds a little more stress, I know, as it forms difficult aspects with the lucky Jupiter, the transforming Pluto, and the planet of life lesson Saturn. So think about you are a Leo and you are 2021 January. You had a hard time for all 2020, 2019, and you said, what the fuck, what is going on? I'm just preparing myself for something. You see things are happening since December. You saw changes in your business life, mostly in the business life, and new opportunities are coming, and you were like going crazy. Everything is happening at once. This is what happens with the stress point in Leo's life, because all the opportunities are coming up and you have to stay calm. There is an exaggeration in the atmosphere. Take deep breaths. Leo, don't forget to breathe.
Such a good one. Yeah.
Unbelievable. No? But you're going to talk about it now. I'm finishing. The new moon for Leo, which happening in Capricorn, invites you to take care of your mental and physical health, because with so much stress, you're going to either feel ill or depressed. Have bad dreams, bad feelings. You won't feel stable anymore. And the full moon brings a revealing truth that needs your attention. So pay attention. New data, new faces, new tactics, new dealing tactics, new year. So talk about the card now.
Interesting. Well, I kind of showed you what was coming up because you were saying that Leos are going to have a lot of stress. And so one of the best things that a Leo could do this month for themselves is just kind of take a step back, relax, take themselves out of the mix of all of this, hustle and bustle that's going on. Of course, you want to take advantage of those business opportunities and everything that are coming your way. But sometimes you have to weigh, what does success mean to you? Does it always mean running or chasing after something? Or does it mean actually having the time and the luxury of finding some peace and quiet, a weekend at a cabin if you can, just something to get away from all of the input and the stressors and exactly what you were talking about.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of things are happening for Leos, and Leos are like the fire sign. Fire means that you put it on a fire like a gasoline, like the song goes, like boom. It's exploding and it's cooling down. So your body, your mental health, and your physical health are affected by this, because you cannot get over it like in 5 minutes. Maybe you need 24 hours, maybe you need 48 hours to pass it by. So whatever relaxes you, you have to just take the opportunity and relax. Just breathe. I don't know, take a walk, see a film, do some exercising. Leos need it more than ever. Not that we don't need it. We need it. We all need it. But Leos, especially Leos.
Right.
So let's go to the sign of Virgo. Virgo is a nice sign. I just wanted to say that also, and I didn't say it at the beginning, but it's important. People, you should read both signs, your horoscope, your sun sign, and your ascendant. It's very important to read both. So every time you read a horoscope, please read both signs. Of course, the sun sign is more important, let's say, but you always have to take care of your ascendant because it goes together. So mix it. It's a mixture of those things. As an example, I'm a Scorpio with Virgo, and when I'm writing or I'm reading for Virgo, so I'm taking care of it because I see also some changes that are happening in my ascendant. So, as we speak about Virgo, we talk about many internal conflicts and contradictions. You see how many times I talked about the word contradiction in all the signs until now? A lot of contradictions are happening. This is why I said that it's a hard month and a sentimental one, because it plays with our sentiments in a way. All these things that are happening are now affecting us most because we said 2020 was a test year. Okay, we all went on with the first lockdown, the second lockdown, and blah, 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 and so on. But now you feel more that something is coming up. All these sentiments that were pressured, everything came up. So you feel the contradictions all the time. Virgos are very organized. I know, my lovely Virgos. There may be many obstacles that you feel that the wall is like so high and gets more threatening than ever. But don't care so much. It's bigger than you think. Don't make it bigger than it is. Keep on going, set your goals, stay stable. You throw away what's slowing you down, spoiling you, throwing your mood, don't want it. So everything that you don't want anymore, you just put it away. But my organizing Virgo, stop doing 100 things in a second. It has to stop and to end here. Don't do that. You're not, yes, maybe you're multitasking, but it's not the point. Relax. The sensual Venus, once again, will help you around January 8th to consolidate to a relationship, a marriage, a situation. So you will get stable, in a way, more stable. The new moon in Capricorn doesn't do so much for new beginnings, also for you, since it can ruin a job that you have been waiting for a long time. So be careful, be careful, be careful. And the full moon takes place in Leo, and it causes an upset, a small upset, since it brings unpredictable situations. So keep a small basket in general. So don't overestimate the situations. Don't make it bigger than it is. Stay focused on your goals, and do the multitasking. Leave it for later on. And the tarot card goes to
Yeah. So this is a card of deception, people being dishonest. This might also be a time for you to be very honest and open with yourself about what your motivations and priorities are and how you are going about getting them. With the Virgos, I would definitely say this month, watch the people around you as well. This clearing out the clutter that Alexandra was speaking about, so getting rid of the things that might be holding you back or might be making you feel overwhelmed, can be expanded to include people in your life too. So if you feel like there's somebody in your life who's just heaping all of their garbage on you and expecting you to keep it organized and everything for them, and that's pushing you into that multitasking thing, that might be something where you just have to say, okay, enough is enough, and especially in a work or a relationship environment where the other person isn't necessarily pulling their weight and you've always been the one with that Virgo, like, aiming to please everybody, have to be so loving and supportive and sincere about everything. It's time to just say, okay, enough is enough.
Yeah, it's something that I feel personally, since I have my ascendant in Virgo, and I can tell you that I feel that. It's like sometimes in a day I feel like I have to do 100 things at a moment. Like I am multitasking by nature, but that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't bring you any further. And I just keep myself down and I say, okay, Alexandra, wait a minute. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. It's easier. Keep it simple. And in this month, it's very, very important to keep it simple because you see, I talked about strange and dynamic aspects that are happening. It's going crazy. I have problems sleeping. I don't sleep so well. And this does not have to do anything with my subconscious, but I feel this energy, this boosting, these changes that are coming, and this overwhelming and this multitasking thing. Yeah. And I'm thinking about, do I have to go to the supermarket? What do I have to do? What's about the work? Where's my list? Where's my purse? It's crazy. It's crazy for Virgos at this moment. I understand. I have total understanding. Well, let's go on with Libra. I like Libra. Libra is my father, and a lot of people that I know. Libra are the Libras are the children of Venus. Very aesthetic and very artistic signs. Something's good is happening. Libra is a sign that's almost favored for 2021, I have to say. My diplomatic Libra, something's good is happening. The dynamic Mars lifts you suddenly and you relax, you breathe more, and a break is put on all these painful arrangements that you had before you experienced. But of course, I'm not talking about that this is never gonna come back again. It's gonna come back again, but not in that manner. Venus, your planet, when she enters the workaholic Capricorn, which happened today, this includes you, this makes you feel nostalgic. You remember the old days. You feel a bit nostalgic. Please do not pay too much attention and don't swim in the past. You live in the now and you think about the future. So stay calm. Whatever happened before, you may feel overwhelmed and you're going to say, those were the times and we had fun. And I don't know, when the sun was shining and we were eating this marvelous food from Aunt, I don't know, Maria. No. This is a test. This is a test. From January 10th onwards, you will see good things happening in the areas that concern you the most. So you're going to be favored in a way. Your business will take shape. And the sun in the area Aquarius on the 19th of the month, it's going to be better for all these things that you want to do in your business way. New moon in Capricorn pushes you to new beginnings. There, in that sign, we have good things happening. We have new beginnings for Libra, for this new moon. Maybe this is the only sign. For home and family, it's a good date. I mean, around the 13th. The full moon will make you more popular and will push you to take part in groups and make important decisions. So for Libra, I think this is it's a lucky sign for 2021 and also for January. Maybe it's the sign that has at least all these contradictions.
Okay, the least of the contradictions?
Least contradictions. I'm so generous today. Not me, the stars. The stars. I'm talking about it. You see all the stars on me. I mean,
yes, I love that sweater.
And also my star, you see.
Oh,
I have
nice.
Of course.
Very cute. Hematite to keep me grounded today.
I love it. No, I have a heart here also to remind me of love. And yeah, you see what I have. Hematite.
So, we have the same one. That's so funny.
Yeah, we have the same one. So what about the tarot card? Tell me.
Now, for this month, I see Libra really needing to make it on their own. You know, sometimes you aren't going to be able to find sanctuary, and that could be exactly what you're talking about from that nostalgic feeling, like where you want to be in this space or time or energy, or like that comforting feeling that was from a different time period in your life. but move on from it. And this is also a card of learning to stand on your own 2 feet and take care of yourself, and finding comfort in other people who are in the same situation as you are right now. So those nostalgic thoughts or feelings might be, again, a trigger or like a push for you to ground into the reality of now
Of course.
and see what your needs are and deal accordingly with them, and find and make your own sanctuary. So I feel like a lot of nostalgia is a sense of wanting that sanctuary back, that feeling of comfort and home. And so this is a reminder that you can make that for yourself. You don't need anybody
Hard
else.
period. It's a hard period for everybody. So you see all the, if I can say so, if I could comment on your
Sure.
card, it's like I have the feeling that you see the hard situation that everybody is like experiencing at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hard thing to face. It's hard. It's really hard. Everybody has a shortage of money. It's not so wealth. It's something that we don't talk about anymore. It's like, yeah, it has to do a lot with that. I have a feeling that this is the background. Like you had experienced so many difficulties, but you have to keep on going, as you said, on your own feet. Yeah, just be. And I think this is the test that each and every one of us has to pass.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Right
Yeah.
now, especially.
It's like a cosmic test, like a cosmic test that tells you you had your fun. What happened now? I don't know. Let's say something like this, and then we'll go with our beautiful sign of Scorpio. Champagne is opening. I'm just joking because we are Scorpio. So, as if you are tired of the constant changes, my secretive and mysterious Scorpio, I know you're not tired of changing and experiencing stuff like that. The opportunities will not be missing in January. You finally stabilize your business. Ooh, it's good. Your plans seem to be a little late. I mean, they have some break, some obstacles are coming, but it has to do with dark Pluto. Pluto is it's transforming all these opportunities for you. So we have to, yeah, you have to be careful, my Scorpio. Do you feel the atmosphere around you a little bit electrifying? I didn't hear. Yeah, I know. You feel it? Yes, you do. But don't worry, with your ally, the sensual Venus, on January the 8th, that means today, you see, we're talking about today, you will overcome any obstacles that are coming. The fronts are open and there are many. And it's not only in one, let's say, theme, it's in many, many things like business, family, relationship, whatever comes. The planet of life lesson, Saturn, sabotages you a little and tests you also. Be patient. Selfishness does not fit in such situations. Also, not self-sabotage, because we know that we are masters of self-sabotaging. Listen to the opinion of those who love and support you. It's very important. The new moon invites you to take care of your family, your home, and your partner on the 13th. And the full moon takes place in Leo, as we talked, and brings you a dilemma and make you think more intensely about everything you do not want. Not about everything you want. Remember, everything you do not want.
Yeah.
You feel it. Do you want to comment? Do you have a comment?
That's enough, I think.
Ooh.
The Page of Swords, though, this is a really nice one that is showing us that new ideas, fresh air will be coming into your space. So this is something that's really going to keep things flowing and moving. And that might be, as a Scorpio, what you need so that you don't fall into that pit of like, Scorpios are definitely plotters, shall we say.
Well, tell me about it. Just talk about Scorpios. I'm open to that.
Yeah, well, I'm a Scorpio too, so I feel like I know, what.
Two Scorpios, guys. Two Scorpios here live. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Two Scorpios.
But I feel like the Page of Swords really lightens it up and really encourages us to go. I mean, this is a card, every time I think of air signs, I think of when I take a walk and I understand that I'm like 99% open space. And so the air is flowing through me and working to kind of release some of that negative energetic gunk from my life. So
The gunk. I love that. I'm laughing, but we are the most sarcastic. We're considering two Scorpios is magic. Yeah. Stella, it's magical. You feel the energy, don't you feel it?
when she and I are in the same room, it's just like, bing!
Yeah, it's happening. No, we like to self-sabotage. This is so bad. It's so devastating. And we also have many faces. Sometimes I think that we're an air sign, but we're not. And we have many similarities with air signs, but we are like the water that, Cancerian, of course. The Cancer is also water. We take the form of everything that we feel in. I mean, we can feel a glass and we take the form of the glass. We can feel everything. That means we can go on and on and on and on, and we can transform. We transform. But that doesn't mean that it's hard for us. It's totally hard. And Scorpio is a very misunderstood sign. Very misunderstood. It's so sensitive that, I mean, it's so deep waters, deep waters. I hope in the next years it's gonna be like more light for Scorpios.
But as you mentioned, it's a transformative sign. And when you look at like the transformation on the earth at the same time, that Scorpio is in, and you really think about like how transformation, what feeds the soil for the next harvest and things like that is a part of what we do too. So
I would say,
yes.
Don't worry. It's a test also for you this month. But opportunities will come. Don't be selfish, Scorpios. Don't be selfish. It's going to get better. Don't worry. The fronts are many, we know, and life lessons and everything is coming up. And of course, constant changes. Constant changes. All over the 2021 changes. And be careful of the full moon. It's going to be a dilemma on the 28th. A dilemma. Yes, write it down. Let's talk about Sagittarius. I like Sagittarius. It's a traveling spirit. It loves traveling. Sagittarius for me, when I think about photographs and photography, I think of Sagittarius because it's the eye on how can I say that, wide spreading eye. I mean, they see the world with a different eye. It's really beautiful. And they have an inner child that's so happy and going. It's really nice. So the appetite for new beginnings is intense now, my traveling spirited Sagittarius. Not at all accidental, since you have been planning and envisioning it for a long time. Yes, it is a good time, but not necessarily for financial investment. So be careful. You don't have to invest anything now. Beware of physical and mental fatigue, because from too much energy, you can make irreparable mistakes. You can make really mistakes that you're going to regret. So the dynamic Mars is not joking, as you see. It's boosting your energy, but it pushes you also to go fast. So you are fast, but don't go so fast. So it's not easy for you to manage your partner's possession and you feel like kicked out. Maybe some of the Sagittarius are experiencing this from their partners. They feel like this, some or most of them. In the middle of the month, please relax a little bit and get enough rest. Please. It's very important. This way you're going to manage it. You're going to manage this really hard month for you. The new moon doesn't bring you also new beginnings and good things, and may bring obstacles in your path. The full moon on the 28th is not necessarily negative, but don't overdo it and don't think about the worst case scenario. You already know the answer, and the answer is make love, not war, for Sagittarius. Really. You are the hippie sign, so keep it in mind. It's a very free-spirited sign, actually, the Sagittarius. So keep it in mind, stay safe, stay calm, and really, make love and not war. I mean it. What about the tarot?
I think this is a really good card to follow that up with. A lot of the times when we take on a lot of, and this is definitely the physical and mental fatigue that you're talking about. So this is like feeling like at the beginning of the day, like I can build a whole house today. And I have got my stuff and I sold my other house. And now I got to move into this house tonight,
Tonight.
So
tonight.
yeah. And I'm just starting this morning. So even though you start out with that really zeal and zest for what you're doing, watch your energy. Make sure that you don't take on too much, even though it's stuff you love doing and that you're very motivated about and passionate towards. You don't want to take on too much and then end up failing yourself or getting sick, because your body is going to be, kind of, it has a way of, when you're burning the midnight oil or when you need to take a break and you don't, then your body's like, okay, we're going to take a break now. So I think that's a really good reminder and totally underlines what Alexandra said about the month. Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. So Sagittarius, we love you, but stay calm. Stay calm. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. The tendency is, I'm not talking about a tendency of 50%. I'm talking about a tendency of 70 to 80.
Yeah.
Keep it in mind. Keep it in mind.
Okay.
Now we're talking about, it's big. That's why I'm emphasizing on that. It's important.
Right. Okay.
So we go on with Capricorn. My loved one is Capricorn, is a Capricorn with Taurus. So Agnes is a Capricorn. So I always, when I write about the Capricorn, you can imagine, of course, I'm just writing and then focus all the time to see what's happening. So January is not the easiest month of the year for you, my workaholic Capricorn, because work, always work and money in the brain. You are, of course, determined to change tactics, direction, and financial management, ready for a change. Do you know, this is so big for Capricorns, because Capricorns don't change easily. They don't change, they don't move. So imagine that the year came where the Capricorns are going to change. This is a revolution. You are fed up with limitations now, and you want to see your ideas finally realized. It's so important. The dynamic Mars in the stable Taurus enhances your energy and determination so that the good does not take too long to come, finally, after so much time. In the end, no matter how hard you try, optimism will prevail. That means everything will happen for a reason and it will go well. Beware of unnecessary expenses. You have a tendency to spend more money than usually. Your love affairs are in a beautiful phase. with Venus to make it more beautiful from the 8th of the month, from today. Uranus bring you unexpected situations and thoughts. You have to be a bit careful on that. The new moon brings you opportunities and also the decisions you have to make around them. That means maybe it's not so good for new beginnings, but it's good to think about decisions that you have to take. And the full moon brings you to serious cases, again, that seek solutions and you will find them. So it's a lot of thinking, work. It's a lot of thinking. If I would put a title on Capricorns this month, I would say, you better think, like the song, you know, you better think. It's exactly like this. It's going on my mind all the time. When I was writing it, I was like, you better think. Yeah.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah. So earthy sign, stable sign, not moving, but now they feel that they have to move, and it's not easy to confront it, because for Capricorns, it's not easy to confront it. It's a big change for them.
Yeah, definitely.
I know.
Well, and luckily, look who comes up for them, the sun. So this is underlining or underscoring that optimism. That's underscoring that, you know, this adds warmth and it adds optimism and it adds a positive perspective to everything that's going on. So this change is going to be for the better. It is going to be for the positive. And a lot of times, you know, sometimes people are, you know, I always think of the Capricorn sitting on those little ledges where, you know, their hooves are basically, you know, not even, you know,
I like the way that you're describing it. Say more.
but, you know, and then they find, and I can understand why they would have to think and be calculating about where they're going to actually put their feet next, in the same way that like a cliff climber would have to survey everything in order to make a really stable move the next time they were going to move. So the sun, I feel like, is a really good optimistic omen of finding the next best place for a Capricorn.
Yeah. And it's going to happen for Capricorns. I think that 2021, they're also a sign that has big opportunities.
Ah, okay.
But they will have to face changes in the way they did work before that. Because they have to realize that now it's the time that everything that didn't went well in the work basic, in the work level, they have to change it. So now it's the time to change it. And you know, this is a very big contradiction also for them, inside of them, because I told you, and you know exactly, and people who are listening to us, they have to know that we talk about a sign that doesn't like to move, doesn't like changes, and does not go on good with changes. So also a good thing is to remember, if you know your planets, your personal planets, which are the more important in a horoscope, that means after the sun, we have the moon, we have Venus, we have Mercury, we have Aries and Mars. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about Mars all the time. So Capricorn is a sign that makes you more stable in a way that you're not moving, but sometimes you need it, sometimes it's better not to have it. So for people who are Capricorn, it's good to have a combination with a sign that gives them a little boost. Because not because they're not going to be interesting, or not because they're not going to have good things happening in their lives, but in a way that they will feel better with themselves, and they will get less, let's say, they will feel less challenged by things that are simple for us, people who are more open to changes. So they will feel a bigger challenge. And the sooner they get it, that they have it inside of them, the better it is, because they can change things like that in their life and take the blockages out and make things in order for them to get better in life, to get better. It's very general, to just achieve the goals easier, to make their life easier.
Right.
Yeah, this is why I'm talking about this. Then we move to Aquarius. Aquarius is also a beautiful sign, and I think, and yes, my lovely people, Aquarius is the star sign of the year in a way. Let's face it, everything is happening in Aquarius. My God, what is happening in Aquarius? So we have the lucky Jupiter that makes a spectacular entrance, and the energy is in the full swing. Be careful not to lose your balance, and be careful not to be pushed away from your loved ones in that energy, because it's going to happen. A lot is going to happen for the Aquarius. Everything is happening there. I mean, we talked about it many times. It's the age, the years are coming. Situations require careful handling. It's not about thinking, only thinking. I think about something and I keep it in mind. No, I'm handling. So I'm putting it a step away from thinking, step further. So the handling is important. You have an inner stress, it's big. You feel that you want to make changes in your space, in your home. You want to move. Something's happening all the time. Do not express emotions before you think about them very well, and the consequences can be catastrophic. In January, specifically, they can be really catastrophic. It's a very hard month for Aquarius, a total hard, because everything came in Aquarius, so they have to, you understand, all this is happening and it's fast. Everything should happen in moderation. That means keep the balance, don't forget balance, a big word, write it in a paper, my dear Aquarius, write it down, put it in front of you, put it in your office, put it whatever, in your kitchen, I don't know, in your bathroom. Relax, be patient, don't move. Relax, be patient, don't move. Yeah, learn to be, and very important for Aquarius. Please open your ears. Learn to be happy with what you have, and do not ask for anything more at the moment. This is not a good moment to ask for. Don't ask. Keep it simple. Keep your head in a lockdown. I don't know. Keep it in a lockdown. Just put it there. The new moon has plenty of background, so everything is happening in your background. Be careful. You don't know what's happening, but it's happening behind you. And the full moon takes place in Leo, in the glamorous sign of Leo, and it tells you, it brings conflicts. These conflicts are intensive. These get bigger, so the light of the moon falls on those conflicts, the inner and outer conflicts. Keep your eyes and ears open. Difficult. Aquarius has it difficult. Not nice. I'm very curious what's happening in the...
Well, I got the Page of Wands, and so this is new fire, a spark of creativity. Something new is going to happen that's really going to get those passionate juices flowing. Now, as we know, a spark can be something that lights a fire and warms the home, or it can be the tinder that sets off the explosion. And I think that's what you're talking about here. Like, really make sure that if you feel a spark of anything, even if it's creativity or but especially if it pulls into those negative areas like rage or things like that, that you really kind of make sure that you're venting that, or directing it to the right things, because it could fuel art. It could fuel change in society, as we're seeing, with everything that we've been talking about. But as we're seeing right now, these changes can be beautiful and peaceful and loving, or they can be explosive and dangerous. So
bold and beautiful. Yeah, bold and I mean, once you are, at one hand, you are like ready for the change and you're waiting for the change, and then you have to face it. Come on, it's not easy. It's not easy. Oh yeah.
It fell down. So,
Totally happening. This is really happening. Susan, I'm totally 100% sure.
Mhm. Yep.
I'm 100 plus 100 plus 100% sure.
Yep.
Happening. Whew, Aquarius, not easy. And now we come to the last line, the Pisces. It's nice. This sensitive, dreamy, really dreamy. They dream all the time. The dream of a different world, the dream of a different situation. They don't face the reality so easy and they don't like it so much. So this is where my moon is, but I swear I love real life, but I also like to dream. So I swear I could do this all the time. So lots of news. You experience you have more information and a lot of news in the new year, my dreamy fishes. Many meetings, many like you talk with people, you see people. Do not think negatively about yourself because you tend to think about yourself a bit negative. It's time for redefinition. You have so many good friends next to you who care about you and advise you so good and properly. Do not overestimate it and just keep it simple. Find your balance. That means, let me make an example. You love your friend. Don't express yourself all the time. I love you and I love you and I love you. Keep it simple. Find the balance. Think about what makes you happy, what fills you, what you want from life. The dynamic Mars in the stable Taurus brings news from the past for Pisces. Yeah, they have to be careful. Do not lose your patience and calmness because you are ready to deal with everyone and everything. So you are strong. The new moon brings serious discussions on the table. So you have to be, let's say, careful. And the full moon makes you a little bit more busy with professional and health issues. So don't overdo it. Don't burn your brain. Keep calm and stay safe. Again, stay safe. Don't overdo it. Don't put negative thoughts in your head. Redefine yourself. Find what makes you happy. Easy. Just go easy on the month. You are sensitive. I know it, but everything's gonna be okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
And do we have the Knight of Cups to wrap things up?
Really?
Water.
Really?
But I also feel like the Knight of Cups is kind of something that necessarily, I always associate whether the age and gender of or classic gender fits together. And I feel like this is one that kind of underlines that idea that you said, where when you're talking to your friends and your loved ones and everything, like try not to gush so much. And, because sometimes it's going to be either like, I really want to tell them that I love them and I really want to tell them I care, but it's not the appropriate time, or it's going to be like, I love you.
They have this tendency. Sorry, I love you, Pisces, but you have this tendency to just grab on the person you love, and you love them deeply and sensually and like with all of your heart. Your altruism spirit comes up. Leave it at the side. Redefine yourself. Take that as a good extra. Keep it like in a box and put it out in small doses. You're gonna need it, throughout the year, and you're gonna need it to let's say to support all these people that support you. So it's easy.
Right.
Yeah, it's easy because we are all gonna need this altruistic spirit of Pisces in all these years that are coming. You see what's happening. You have to be altruistic because in that way you can help not only yourself, which is also very important because we transform, but in order to help all the people and everything that's happening in the world right now, because it affects all of us. It's global. It's not only one-sided.
Right.
Yeah.
And so also to kind of further the Prince of Cups in that, like, don't hold those feelings to yourself. Like, don't think I'm saying don't express your love or
Mhm.
don't, you know,
Yeah.
be open
Mhm.
about that. But like you said, just, right time, right amount for the moment.
It's very important, and
Mhm.
everything is gonna be okay. It's a hard month. It's gonna pass by, and we have a lot of challenging moments are coming. We're gonna face it together, and we're gonna like find a way to confront everything. Just be safe, stay calm, and believe in love, believe in good things. It's very important. Keep the good energy and the faith because you're gonna need it. We are gonna need it. I don't know what you saw about 2021, but I think I read something about the what card came up. Something you talked about it.
Yeah, we were talking. I talked yesterday with a little bit
I
with
saw, I saw, I saw a piece of it. Yeah, yeah.
and then I've been doing a special. I was doing a special on my Instagram page about the Hierophant, because the Hierophant is like when I do, and I know I'm not a classic numerologist, but when I take the numbers from 2 plus O plus 2 plus 1, you get the 5.
Yeah.
And the Hierophant can actually be like a return to community. It's also about wisdom and knowledge that's from a higher power, a higher perspective, and really kind of seeking that out
No.
as
Yeah.
from, but also, and I brought the deck up here, which is good, because one of the other aspects of this card that I really get is community.
Mm.
Because when I'm teaching tarot, I teach it, the Empress being the mother, the
Yeah.
Emperor being the father, and then the Hierophant when the person goes out into the community and starts becoming a part of the community. And I really feel like, and I said it like 5 times already, but community is going to be a huge part of this, and applying that higher wisdom or wisdom from your higher self towards the betterment of the community, and perhaps learning new rules
Yeah.
about engagement with society.
This will
So,
be it will play a very important role. Let's hope for the best, really, Susan. We're gonna talk about many times about it, of course, because I'm sure that the unity, yeah,
yeah.
5. Mm.
Mhm.
Oh, this is a good thing. This is a good
Yeah.
thing. I love unity. This is good because this is the only way you can just achieve the goals and keep up the faith and find solutions to the problems
Right.
because we're gonna face hard times. That's a fact.
Right. Well, and you were talking about it the other day too, and how society is going to shift, and it is going to be a big change for everybody to grasp, and we're all in it together. I mean, one human, no matter where they're at, we're all on this earth as human beings together. So, finding that community feeling for one another is going to be a crucial part of this, in my opinion.
Yeah, I know, but I'm an optimist. I would like to keep it optimistic, and I know it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be so challenging for everybody, but we're gonna make it. I'm sure.
We have to,
There's no other way.
right? Exactly. And why not make it better in the long run?
Perfect.
Yeah.
So this is
Well,
it. January.
wonderful. I'm always so happy to talk to you, Alexandra. And I'm just going to drop your link again in the
Thank
comments
you so
here.
much. And of course, we will have again a YouTube video. So in case that everybody or anybody like did miss it and want to watch it like the time and with pace and like cool and relaxed, you can watch
Yeah.
it whenever you like. Yay! And everything is gonna be fine. And of course, I'm so glad that we are doing this together. The two Scorpios united.
Yes, exactly.
You cannot be more transforming than this.
Well, totally. And I mean, that's our role, is being here with transformation. And yeah, your aunt, I believe, Stella, is that your aunt?
Yeah, my aunt Stella, yeah.
Your friend. So yay.
She's great. She's great, and she's also a very spiritual person. And I actually more of the people that I know, more or less. And I think we do a good thing. Why not?
Yeah.
And just put positive energy up and smile all the time, and find a way to manage our problems and keep up with the challenges.
Yep. And sometimes that's just having a good friend to talk to, or really, you know, being, you know, in a space where we can share with one another. So I really appreciate you coming on and doing this. And yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. It was a pleasure. And I wish you all the best for this month. Just stay safe, stay calm, and cool. Just stay cool. Everything is going to be okay. Okay?
Yep.
Many kisses from Greece. Mwah, to all of you.
From Austria.
And my love. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.